Today we are rebuilding Plymouth Argyle, the club where Wayne Rooney is currently the manager. He gets kicked out and we take over as rebuild Sombrero is stepping in and trying to make this Plymouth Argyle side, who are sitting in a relegation battle in 21st place by the time of recording this video. We are trying to make them the best club, not only in the Championship, not only in the Premier League, but in Europe, winning the UEFA Champions League to finish off the rebuild. However, with this side at our disposal, it's not going to be an easy task to fulfill. Especially at the beginning, we are going to have to do with a very mediocre squad. A few exceptions like Whittaker, who is 74 rated. Al-Hadji is also a talent. The most players that is an advantage are relatively young, like Sissoko 21, Diaby 20, we have Gibson 23, Mumba 22, 71, Such 22. So most of them are relatively young, apart from Gray the striker. For the tactical preset, I have chosen the gegenpressing style of play for Plymouth Argyle here to express themselves on the field, along with, of course, hiring a few coaches in every single position. Extending a few contracts and getting in a few coaches to let the players grow as fast as possible has dipped our budget from 4 million to 2 already, so we can't really do a lot in the first season's transfer window. I mean, we have to sell some players, that is for sure. And that's exactly what happened. For a combined total of around, let's say, 7 million, we sold 4 players, Bundu, Wright, Hardy and Houghton all left Plymouth Argyle. Which brings us back up to a decent budget of around 9 million, at least decent for the first season here. We won't make any huge jumps with this money, but at least we've got some. And so the first signing of this Plymouth Argyle rebuild is a new goalkeeper. He's only 20 years old, 69 rated. We have a lot of keepers, but none of them has such a high potential than this guy. Our first of 3 possible transfers per season is Diego Calai for 2.1 million coming in from Sporting in Portugal. Second, I want to go in for a man who was already at our club on loan to us from the French club Toulouse. A left midfielder. He's quite a potential player. It is the Frenchman Ibrahim Sissoko on left midfield coming in for 3 million. As our final pick to complete Season 1's transfer window, we go in for a Dutch player. At right back, we only had a 66 rated 34-year-old Edwards over there. I've put him in a swap deal with this guy. A man named Bart van Rooij joining us from Twente Enschede for 3 million plus Joel Edwards. And so, going into Season 1, this is our strongest side. Van Rooij with 23 years old, 72 rated at the right back spot. Calai, a talented goalkeeper, 20 years old, 69 rated. And then the man who was already at the club, Ibrahim Sissoko. Permanently recruited, 21 years of age, 70 overall. I hope that at least that is not very good. We have finished in 23rd place, 2 points above rock bottom, but we are still relegated to League 1 for season number 2. So, yeah, 82 goals conceded is just unbelievably much. Man City win the FA Cup over Wrexham. How has that happened? How have they made it to the final? But oh well. We've actually made it into round 3 before getting knocked out by Man City, who won the cup, so actually not bad over there. The Carabao goes to Manchester United over Liverpool. Here we've been knocked out in round 1 on pens by Cardiff. 15 goals for Whittaker is the best that happened to us. He's 77 rated and we will go into League 1 with him. Sissoko with 7 goals, our new man. Obafemi, who is on loan to us, scored 13. We will need to find a better goal scorer though, because Gray, the second best scorer, has only 6 goals. Oh well, we'll have to start off from scratch again, from the start, in League 1. Hopefully, a new beginning in season number 2. At the end of the season, Adam Forshaw is going to retire, so we need to find a replacement there. As well as Victor Paulsen, Connor Hazard and Andre Gray, who are all going to leave the club at the start of season 2. To start off the second season, we actually have around 10 million, so not too bad to go in for maximum of 3 players. And so the first man joining the club is a 22-year-old, 73 rated CDM. That's when we snap him up. It is Vicente Pizarro joining us for 5.3 million from Nottingham Forest. Second man joining our club comes in from France, from AS Monaco, a new striker. Another man who wasn't really used at his club, and he's coming to us. It is Paris Bruna for 2.75 million from Monaco. And the final man joining us is strengthening our backline, new centre-back from the Netherlands. Free agent as well, as we had under 1 million. It is Sven Peters joining us at Plymouth Argyle for €0. The squad is still not very big on the bench, especially. We don't have any winger options. But what we have done is brought in Pizarro at CDM and Brunner at striker, two very good players in League One, as well as bringing in free agent Peters. And I hope that we can right away once again go to the championship. I've also found a couple of not too bad youth academy players, two goalkeepers. One is Aaron Middleton, who is 17 already, will get promoted. One is too young still, Emrah Koç, but he's the higher rated one. More potential, especially 85 to 91. We certainly also sold a few players. Now Daniel Ogbeta goes to Oviedo for 1.8 million. Cornel Schuch for 1.6 to Zaragoza. So Zach Baker, I'm sorry, I nearly had a stroke there, goes to Barrow for 220k. And then Connor Hazard, who wanted to leave the club, goes to Başakşehir for 1.5 million to Turkey. And Freddy Saka, last but not least, joining Molenbeek in Belgium. We are going back up to the championship. 103 points in season 2. It was about time. Millwall are the champions. We are in second place, 2 points behind Millwall. FA Cup goes to Spurs over Manchester United. We have been absolutely torn apart by Spurs in round 3, 6-0. Oh my god. Carabao goes to Newcastle over Liverpool. Here we've lost to Leeds in round 3, a little bit better. However, there was also the BSM trophy where Rotherham have defeated Huddersfield. Whilst even here we've been defeated early doors in round 3 by Grimsby Town, but we will not play that again next season. We are looking at 28 goals by our new man Paris Brunner, 22 and 17 for Whittaker. He's up to an 80 overall in League One, that is crazy. 11 goals for Sissoko, also up to a 76. And then 10 goals for Captain Randall from centre midfield / CDM. After a season in League One, we are back to the championship. Hopefully, we are not going to be a team that goes up and down and up and down. So we'll have to do a good transfer window in season 3 to not let that happen. Guys, we found an absolute super bargain at the start of season number 3. A centre-back used to play for Borussia Dortmund and will help us now in our quest to dominate the championship. It is Dan Axel Zagadou joining us from the free agency list. He's 27.79 rated. We've then gone on and found yet another free agent, a talent. This is not a free agency video, but right now, if you only have about 6 million, it's the only way forward. A backup winger who could become a starter in the future. Marvin de Vries, only 19.73 rated from the Netherlands. Same goes for our newest signing at CDM. We have a lot of experience now with this man coming into the club. He has played in the Premier League before. I am speaking about our third free agency signing in a row, Jefferson Lerma, former Crystal Palace man, joining us at Plymouth Argyle. I hope that I haven't rattled any Crystal Palace fans with this signing. Randall goes on to the bench here at 25.75 overall. We have Lerma, the big experience, alongside Pizarro now in that CDM spot. Lerma is the highest rated player in the team now, alongside our other recruit, Dan Axel Zagadou. Two experienced players in centre-back, respectively, CDM. Kalai still in goal. He's already 76 rated. Gibson now the captain. Mumba at left-back, they only 24.77 rated. Van Rooij 78. Vitica is the star man. Alhaj, Swedish international right now. And Bruna, the big talent of this squad up top. The only piece of business this season we've made is selling Saxon Early, apart from, of course, signing the 3 free agents. Saxon Early for 1 million to San Jose. That's how you do it. 5th place in the championship in our first season back. We are in the promotion playoffs, exactly what I wanted. 86 points, nearly going up automatically, actually only 1 point behind third place, 6 points behind second place Everton, who go up automatically alongside Wolves. However, we just about lose out to Leicester City in the promotion playoff semi-finals. And Leicester in the end also on penalties go up to Luton. They have been very lucky here, but they go up alongside the others, Wolves I think, and of course Everton. Man United win the FA Cup over Middlesbrough. What is this? First season it was Wrexham, this season it is Middlesbrough. We came up against Chelsea in round 3 and came up short, but only losing 1-0 as well. And Man United do the double over Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, whilst we've been defeated by Leeds United in round 3. Paris Bruna is the real deal. 26 goals for him, up to an 80 overall. 20 goals by Whittaker, he's 84 rated. 14 goals for Sissoko. 9 and 12 for Raj. Great season for most of those. Mumba, up to an 80 overall. We will have one more season in the championship in season number 4. But we've already done a great business here. Coming back up and going all for it. 5th place. After the relegation, this is how you come back. Marvin de Vries, the man who joined us last season on a free, has decided to submit a transfer request and go away once again. And that's why we've gone in for yet another free agent to replace him. It is the Italian former Lazio player Matteo Cancellieri joining Plymouth Argyle on a free. Here it is then, Marvin de Vries, the man we bought last season on a free, has left us for 8 million going to the promoted team to the Premier League, to Wolves. We found one more man to go into this championship season with us. A new Cam, who has also great potential. For now he's only rotational, but he might become a starter in the future. It is the Italian Simone Pafundi joining us from Mallorca for 16 million. This is how we are looking like. Pafundi at Cam, we have Cancellieri at left midfield, both 76 rated. This Feng Box 1 has really somehow come into the team. I don't even know why, when and where, but he's only 60 rated. I don't know what I am supposed to do with him. Maybe because we didn't have enough players. But oh well, this is the starting team. Zagadou up to an 80 overall. Van Rooij up to an 81. Mumba 80 also. A very good backline. Strong goalkeeper. Good CDM spots. Lerma might go down in overall. He's already 32. But Whittaker certainly the star player alongside Bruna. He's only 21. Hutch, for now, still the starting Cam. Sissoko, the starting left midfielder. But we've also brought in Pafundi, 21, 76 rated. He's we're getting closer and closer. 4th spot in the championship this season. Burnley and Leeds go up automatically. We are once again in the promotion playoff finals. 1 spot higher than last season. We, however, once again bow out in the semi-finals to Coventry City this time, who also go up to win it on a wacky penalty shootout and go up to the Premier League. Once again, we fail on the second to last hurdle. West Ham win the FA Cup over Brighton. We've actually made it to the semi-finals. Wow! Getting defeated by West Ham, who have gone on to win it. The Carabao goes to Brentford over Wolves. Here we've rather been to default settings back, losing to Crystal Palace in round 2. I mean, an 88 rated player is going to play in the championship next season alongside an 85 rated striker. Pafundi up to a 78 as well. But those two, Whittaker and Bruna, have scored 58 goals among them too. We've not had a bad season, but unfortunately at the last hurdle we got knocked out. We made the semi-finals of the FA Cup, which is an absolute great achievement. But yeah, in Season 5 I absolutely want us to get promoted to the Premier League. There will be no excuses left. We've done it again, going in for a Premier League player who was already approached by Chelsea of all clubs. Now he's coming to Plymouth Argyle. Starting off Season 5 with a bang, Dango Ouattara coming in. The former Bournemouth player joining us on a free transfer as per usual. And the second free agent comes again with the first one. A CDM, 19 years old, 79 rated. These two guys have to get us promoted to the Premier League. There is no other way about this. It is the Frenchman Aaron Valentin joining Plymouth Argyle, a second free agent in a row. We have also let go of both Sven Peters, who we picked up on a free, and Julio Pleguezuelo, who has gone to Hull City Both of those have brought us 5.3 million roundabout together. As well as loaning out Emre Koç to Nottingham Forest. He's already 74 rated, an exciting prospect. I want to see if he can become a starter down the line. Which though also means that we are now in dire need of a new centre-back. We have Gibson and Zagadou, but we don't have any backup as we've sold 2 centre-backs. Which means that we go in for an Argentinian backup, a rotational player, new centre-back, 24, 78 rated already. The former Inter Miami player Thomas Aviles joining us for 14.5 million, plus Rendell, the former captain from Las Palmas, 14.5 million plus Rendell. So this is how we are looking like going into Season 5, the 3rd consecutive season in the Championship, and we have already a Premier League level team. Kalai is a man who, if he doesn't really perform, might get replaced. He's 78 rated at the age of 23. We have Aviles now as a backup, 24-78, a very good backup. We have good backups all together. Valentin might replace Lerma because he's, 14 years younger. Yes, I'm gonna put him in the starting 11. Don Roy still has the right back nailed down. Mumba has the left back nailed down. We have Sissoko, who is fighting it out with Ouattara and Cancellieri. I might just bring one player to be a right midfielder. One of those, Ouattara or Cancellieri, might get converted, but for now, this is how we are. Season 5 is done and dusted, and finally, we have done it. 103 points, 105 goals scored. We go up to the Premier League alongside Leicester City and one of Everton, Norwich, Sheffield United and Middlesbrough. In the end, it will be Norwich who have claimed their spot in the Premier League, defeating Middlesbrough in the final of the promotions. Leeds win a wacky FA Cup final over Aston Villa. Whilst we've been defeated by Spurs just about in round 3, 3-2. And finally, Liverpool win the Carabao over Man United. Here we've been defeated by Crawley Town in round 3. That was not good. Season 5 will be our first in the Premier League, and we'll go there with a 90 rated right midfielder in Whittaker, an 87 rated striker with Brunner. Al-Hajj is 80 rated as well. Mumba 84 rated at the age of 27. Great stats as well. 35 goals, 10 assists, so 45 contributions for Whittaker, our star man, in 52 appearances is crazy. Jefferson Lerma is also going to Ipswich Town. His contract was expiring. He didn't want to renew, and I didn't want to give him all the money, so he's going to Ipswich Town. We have Valentin in the starting 11, so no problem there. We will be in the Premier League next season. Finally, let's jump into this. Well, to start off Season 6, we've gone in for yet another left midfielder, another new one, coming in from Bayern Munich this time. His contract was expiring, so we snapped him up. The big money move in Julien Duranville, coming in from Bayern for 35 million. He's 23 and already 82 rated. As well as going in for a new striker, once again a free agent. He's only 18 and already in his 80s in terms of the rating. Going to give backup to our main striker, Paris Brunner. It is David Bernier, the Frenchman, joining us. He's only, as I said, 18. A fresh man for our attack. After those two signings, we've then gone on and sold Matteo Cancellieri. Goes to Crystal Palace. We've picked him up on a free. That is what profit looks like. Aaron Middleton, the former Youth Academy player, goes to Red Bull Salzburg in Germany. Matthew Sorinola goes to Preston North End, and Ben Wayne joining Birmingham City for 2.2 million. Our final signing this season is the biggest one so far. We didn't have a CDM, and I thought, why not go in for an absolute superstar whose contract was expiring in 11 months. Picking him up from the desert, from Al Hilal for 36 million and 9 cents. It is Ruben Neves coming in to Plymouth Argyle as our new starting player. He's obviously going to be the starter, maybe not the captain. I will change that after that, but we have Neves, Ruben Neves, who is about 32, 86 rated, alongside Pizarro, who is 26, 87. Duranville comes into the team at an 82 rating. We have Al-Hajj, who keeps his place, still find it out with Pafundi. Valentin is a good backup now to Neves. Aviles is the new starter at centre-back, overtaking Gibson. Alongside Zagadou, Mumba and Van Rooij have the full-back positions nailed down. So has Bruna in the striking spot. Kalai might still get replaced in the future, but for now, Koch is 78 rated, so one only rated lower. We might actually loan out Koch for one more season because we can. And then make him the starter over Kalai. Let's just wait and see. I can't believe it. We have been the champions. We've been promoted this season and we are already the champions. Only 3 losses all season long. 89 points. 10 ahead of Liverpool. What a dominant season. I mean, I would have never expected this to happen. 89 points is crazy. The FA Cup goes to Manchester United over Newcastle. Here we've actually reached the semi-finals before getting knocked out by Man United on penalties as well. Great season. The Carabao Cup goes to Arsenal over Man City. Here we've been beaten early doors in round 2 by Huddersfield, business as usual. However, we will be playing in this competition next season. PSG won the Champions League over Dortmund. The Europa League goes to AC Milan over the Spanish side, Valencia. And the Conference League goes to Man United to win yet another trophy over Villarreal. We are looking at 23 goals by Bruno. I don't know how we did that, but 23 goals are not that brilliant. Considering 47 games, 19 for Whittaker, who is now the captain, and even 13 for Duranville. I guess the goals were very well shared among the first team, because even Neves got 11. Our Plymouth Argyle team has pulled off Leicester this season, promoted to the Premier League and immediately the champions. So dominantly as well. I actually can't believe my eyes here. Semi-finals even of the FA Cup. Are we ready for the Champions League? I don't know. But we will play there. Next season, it's season number 7. As our first and probably only signing this season in our first Champions League campaign, we go in for a new centre-back, replacing Dan Axel Zagadou, who was already 31 now. I am, of course, speaking about Antonio Silva joining us from Girona in this save for 45 million plus Zagadou in a swap deal. Next up, I have found an absolute bargain because we didn't have any fullback options on the bench. And I found an 18-year-old free agent, a right back by the name of Ruben Martinez joining Plymouth Argyle. That is a good squad player. We have then made a big transfer happen. Rami El-Hajj goes to Monaco after a whole heast of years with Plymouth Argyle. 40 million we get for the cab. In search of a new one, we have that money in our bank. We have found our new man for the cam spot now. Going to Crystal Palace, to a player whose contract was expiring. The replacement of El-Hajj, an 87 rated player in Dani Olmo joining us for 50 million. Silva goes into the centre-back spot. He's 87 rated, a big improvement, just like Olmo, who is 6 higher rated than both El-Hajj and the still remaining Pafundi. We have a very good squad, not only a good first team, because Neves, Pizarro, 90-86. We have an 84 rated Duranville, an 87 rated OG Mumba. Van Rooij, who we bought in the first season itself, is 86. Alavilas is also 84 rated. Koch returned from loan. He's now the starter, because he's 2 higher rated and a few years younger than Kalai. A very good team with Martinez slotting onto that bench as our only backup fullback. And then, of course, where is the Olmo? I've already shown you. 32, 87 rated. He will still hold down this 87 for at least one more year. At the end of the day, we've also sold third string goalkeeper Daniel Grimshaw to Ipswich Town. Thank you for your service, mate, but it was time to leave. Halfway point of the season, and we are 5 points off the top of Manchester City. It's not looking likely that we make it back-to-back Premier League titles, but we are still comfortably in the top 4. And in the Champions League, we finish in the top 8, just about in 8th spot. 5 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. We are on 16 points and go immediately to the round of 16. In the round of 16, we will face Olympique Lyon, the club in turmoil in real life. Can we get more pain out of Lyon? Yes, we inflict more pain on Lyon with a double of Whittaker and Bruna. Even though we were behind, we are 2-1 up going to Plymouth. We have fired ourselves into a 2-1 lead. Can we confirm this? At home park, at home. Against Leo, yes, it's a 1-1 draw. Olmo saves us in the 78th minute. We go through 3-2 to the quarterfinals on aggregate. In the quarterfinals, we will face Athletic Club from Spain. First at home park. Can we set a brilliant foundation here at home? Yes, not a brilliant one, but still a good one. A 3-2 win. Bruna and Duranville with a brace. Hudson-Odoi and Sanket give Athletic Club goals back and some hope for the return leg in Spain. The question is, can we confirm our spot in the semi-finals with a victory in San Mamés? No, it's a draw, but we still confirm our spot in the semis. Mumba gave us the lead, Bonnie gave them the equalizer, but we still win 4-3 courtesy of a 3-2 win at home. It will be another Spanish team we face in the semi-finals, but a whole different fish. It is the record champions of Europe, the kings of Europe, Real Madrid. First away from home at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, and we actually got a result. We were 2-0 up, they equalized 2-2, but it's still all to play for in Plymouth at home park. We are now only one game away of making it into a historic maiden Champions League final in Plymouth Argyle's history, if we can overcome the giant powerhouse that is Real Madrid at home park. And we do! 2-1 win. Neves with a brace. He actually could have made it a hat-trick. Our CDM missed the pen, but we still win 4-3 and march on to a fully deserved Champions League final, defeating the kings of Europe. Well, another big boy challenge in the Champions League final awaits us, facing PSG on the 31st of May 2031. As expected, we finish in second place in the Premier League, 8 points behind Manchester City, but 14 ahead of both third place and fourth place, Arsenal and Chelsea. We've also lost the Community Shield to Manchester United at the start of the season as the, of course, Premier League champions of last season. The FA Cup goes to Arsenal over a surprising Ipswich. We've been knocked out by Arsenal, the eventual winners, in the round 5, which is the round of 16. And the Carabao goes surprisingly again to Crystal Palace over Manchester City. Here we've been knocked out on penalties by Manchester City. Unlucky. Having a look at the other European competitions, Arsenal win another trophy, defeating Wolfsburg in the Europa League final. And Fiorentina defeats St. Gallen of all teams in the Conference League final, thumping them 4-0. 24 goals by Bruna. I have seen better stats, I'm not gonna lie, but still 24 isn't bad. 22 by Whittaker, 17 goals by Ruben Neves, 15 by Duranville. I guess the goals have been very well split around again. 14 goals by Olmo, who is up to an 88 at 33 years of age. Incredible. However, now it is time to face off with Paris Saint-Germain in Portugal at the Estadio do SL Benfica, the Benfica Stadium. Let's go! Vitinha into someone I can't even pronounce, but a shot by PSG. Koch with an easy save. Plays some nice circles around the opposition. Now he set Paris Brunner away, who has the big chance to make it 1-0. And he does! After just 10 minutes, the counter-attack of Dreams gets us 1-0 up against the Parisian outfit, against the Giants of France. 1-0 PSG. Paris, 1-0 Plymouth rather. Paris Brunner. Paris against Paris with the goal. That is nice. PSG are under pressure here in the beginning of the match. But now Boniface could clear this. This is Victor Boniface, who gets through here somehow. The defender doesn't stand his ground and it's an equalizer. It's 1-1 after 20 minutes. Victor Boniface. PSG playing circles around our defense. Still, McAllister keeping that ball. Now, this is Carmona, O'Reilly. PSG trying to punish us here, but the goalkeeper, Koch, with a great save. Corner kick PSG, this Rodrigo, to float one inside the box, and that nearly went in. And now we might go on to a counter. This is Duranville. Julien Duranville with the chance of the game maybe. Good cross, not good enough, but Olmo. Donnarumma with the easy save at the end. This is very likely to be extra time here. Maybe we can do something against that as Olmo turns Euro, but shoots into him immediately, right away. PSG, try of a ball outside, but Mumba is once again there to collect, and that is extra time. For extra time, we are bringing on our super joker, Bernier, alongside with Pafundi for the cam spot, replacing both Olmo and Bruno, our two top stars. Can we put PSG under some kind of pressure in extra time? Or is this destined to go to penalties? We are shortly going to find out, as Pafundi is already on the ball here. Now Pizarro into Bernier, the new man, the Frenchman against the French guys. We are even bringing on Martinez for Van Roij, and I want to try Ouattara ahead of Duranville. Good ball now into Doku, has come in for Rodrigo. This is Doku, 2-1 PSG. 111 minutes, Jeremy Doku. We're already in last chance saloon territory as Mumba goes forward one more time, but does very badly, then gets the ball back somehow. This is Mumba. Mumba looking for Bernier. Equalizer in the last second of the game. I wasn't believing in it anymore, but Bernier with an incredible finish. Mumba with a great action, and Bernier finishes it off. Gives us penalties here in Lisbon. Wow. And that is it. 120 minutes are over. We've just about squeezed an equalizer, and it is penalties now. It is McAllister against Koch here. Our young, inexperienced goalkeeper goes the wrong way, as Ruben Neves is the next one. This is Ruben Neves trying to go the right way. He does. It's 1-1. Now, it is Vitinha, the star midfielder of PSG, goes the right way as well. Whittaker now, our captain, the big man himself, Whittaker. Will he go the right way? Yes, absolutely. It's 2-2. Now Boniface, Victor Boniface up against Koch. He goes the right way, but he still scores, Boniface. Now Simone Pafundi hadn't had the best of games, but will he go the right way? Yes, a fantastic penalty, 3-3. Now Yakuba Minte up against Koch. Yakuba Minte scores, 4-3. No mistakes so far. Ouattara, another substitute. Ouattara, where will he go? Ouattara goes the right way, left, and that's good. Now Xavi Simons, the captain of PSG. Xavi Simons, absolutely secure. And now, Donnarumma cannot save this, otherwise the game is over. Bernier, the man who gave us penalties in the first place. Oh, what a pen. What an absolute brilliant pen. Now Carmona, the defender. Carmona! How doesn't Koch save that? I can't believe it. Now Martinez, also a substitute. Martinez! Great pen. Now Doku. Doku broke our hearts. Doku does it again. 7-6. Still no mistakes. It is Mumba. Mumba, the man who made the assist for the equalizer, scores here as well. Absolutely flawless. It's 7-0. Now it is Kerkez. Kerkez misses! And now we have the chance through our first season signing Pizarro to make it. Plymouth Argyle, the Champions League winners! We've done it. Donnarumma is beaten. Only one penalty miss out of 15 pens. That is enough for Plymouth Argyle to make it to a maiden Champions League trophy. What a success. What a penalty here by Pizarro. Most of the penalties have been absolutely spot on. Absolutely brilliantly struck. It is Plymouth Argyle on top of Europe after a very, very tough rebuild here. We've been relegated to League One from the Championship. We came up better than ever, made our way to the Premier League. In the first season itself, we became the Premier League champions. That was absolutely brilliant. And now in the Champions League final, Bernier saves us in 120 minutes. And then we go to pens and stay absolutely focused, absolutely cool, calm, collected. and collect a massive Champions League trophy in just a short moment, in a short period of time. We will be there with our captain Morgan Whittaker, one of the OGs of this team. It was an absolute blast for me, guys. If you also enjoyed it, then by all means, please consider dropping a like on the video, subscribing to the channel. Also, tell me in the comments what other challenges you'd like to see in the future. I'm working on something a little bit bigger right now. Will come out probably in the next couple of weeks, but for now it is Morgan Whittaker collecting the trophy for Plymouth Argyle, who are the best team in Europe, the best team in the world. I will see you again in the next one. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your day. It's been Rebuild Sombrero. I'm out.